Hello, Saints. Today I'm going to talk to you about how close we are to the end times. It's obvious to some of you who really, really, truly fear God. You see God doing all of these things. You know, the floods, the droughts, the severe weather, the mass animal deaths. You know, you read the scriptures for yourself. Leviticus 26. God will call to us when his people fall away from him, serving idols and distractions, when there's false biblical teachings. And if you want to dive deeper into the scriptures, then you know that, God has been calling to us, and the next thing that he will call to us with is food shortages and worldwide war. So, trying to understand the end times, trying to navigate, well, who's the false prophet? Who's the Antichrist? Well, I tell you all of this in other videos. God has already put the false prophet and the Antichrist into full power today. So, if you truly, truly fear God, you don't need me to tell you, who the false prophet and the Antichrist is. I show it to you in the other videos, in First Kings chapter 22, verse 19 through 23. God has put a lying spirit in the mouth of a prophet. So you see that the false prophet is going to be a spirit. And then in the New Testament, it talks about, in Thessalonians, talks about, I think it's 1 Thessalonians 2:3 or 2 Thessalonians 2:3, says when there's a great falling away from God, he will put, a sinful world leader with many Antichrist beliefs. He will put a sinful world leader into power. Now, you see all these things happening. So you know clearly in your mind that these are the days of God's visitation. God will call to us very, very shortly with food shortages and worldwide war. I don't need to set a date or a time, though, sometimes I do. But God's next judgments will happen very, very, very shortly. God will call to us with food shortages and worldwide war very, very shortly. Hey, you guys know what to do. Like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. You guys need to prepare your hearts and minds, because we will stand before God very, very shortly. You guys have a great day.